Let me tell you a story that started with an eerie feeling and ended in a nightmare. It began on a chilly autumn evening. Oliver was walking home from work, his footsteps echoing down the deserted streets. It was then that he first felt it, a pair of eyes watching him. Glancing over his shoulder, he saw nothing but shadows. Yet the feeling persisted. Days turned into weeks, and the sensation of being watched never left him. Sometimes he'd catch a glimpse of a figure in his periphery, but it would vanish the moment he turned his head. Friends dismissed his worries as paranoia, but he knew something was wrong. One evening, as he was unlocking his front door, he felt a presence behind him. He spun around, heart pounding, and came face to face with a man. The man was eerily familiar, yet a stranger. His eyes a haunting mirror of his own. "Who are you?" Oliver demanded, his voice trembling. The man smiled, a cold, calculating smile. "Don't you remember me, cousin?" His mind raced. Memories of a family reunion decades ago surfaced. A cousin he barely knew who disappeared without a trace. His name was Noel. Noel claimed he had been watching him, studying him. And then the nightmare truly began. Oliver's life started to unravel. His bank accounts were emptied, his credit cards maxed out. His friends received strange messages from him, and soon they began to distance themselves. He was losing everything. Desperate, Oliver confronted Noel. Noel laughed, a sound that chilled him to the bone. "You should have been more careful," Noel said. "It's so easy to become someone else these days." In a horrifying twist, Noel revealed his plan. He had stolen Oliver's identity, slowly but surely, and now he was him. Noel had even forged documents proving it. Oliver's own face stared back at him from an ID card with Noel's name on it. He tried to fight back, went to the police, but Noel was always one step ahead. Noel had covered his tracks perfectly. With no proof and no allies, Oliver became a ghost in his own life. Homeless and broken, he watched from the shadows as Noel lived his life. His home, his job, his friends, all Noel's now. And Oliver was left with nothing but a hollow existence, and the knowledge that somewhere out there his face smiled back at the world. But it wasn't him. So if you ever feel eyes watching you, or catch a glimpse of a figure just out of sight, remember Oliver's story. Because sometimes the past doesn't stay buried, it comes back to steal your life. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more spine-chilling tales. Until next time, stay safe.